All right. And the next one is from Tehran. What are the emerging trends and future challenges in data governance for the banking industry?
In terms of emerging trends, I just mentioned the privacy challenge. I think this is going to become more and more pervasive as we move into companies starting to use things like Gen AI, etc. Right? So really knowing where all your data lives, where all your sensitive data lives, where customer data lives is going to be a huge undertaking, especially if companies have grown through acquisitions and all that. Making sure that you have a holistic approach to that is huge. It's going to be challenging. You really need to know. I mean, now it's going to live in various even especially for bigger companies that are global in nature. It's going to be a huge challenge in terms of corralling all of this and managing it. In terms of another emerging trend, another thing is, we've seen some of these bank failures happen recently, right? Understanding exposure, risk exposure at a deeper
Mm,
level is going to need, being able to slice and dice your data to understand where those risks are lurking. For us, for instance, some of those recent incidents have prompted us to look at any kind of additional exposure we have uh, in terms of certain special groups that we serve. Like Delta Airlines is a big part of our customer base. So
mm,
understanding the exposure we have with respect to certain groups that are a big part of our portfolio is going to be important for us. To really
yeah.
manage a risk more effectively. So I think this is an ongoing thing. I don't know if it's an emerging trend, but really understanding how the risk drivers within your and using the data to understand that is going to be something that you could, you know, uh, probably address with your data governance program.
Yeah. I see to the regulatory reporting,
Right.
getting that really well immersed in your data governance program and being able to provide that transparency so that if you've got an application team and they're making modifications or they want to do an upgrade,
Right.
identifying those items at their inception that are being used in regulatory reporting are going and creating transparency around that is going to be I think a trend for the future as well. I think that
Right.
especially in the banks, there's a lot of regulatory reporting and understanding and being able to reuse some of those um, values in your internal reporting as well. But just being able to identify that and keep it consistent, I think is
And just going back to that notion of customer data, we have
yeah,
the CFPB in the US taking a lot of active interest in protecting, the financial risk for consumers. And,
mhm, yeah,
data governance will, if you manage your customer data effectively, it really helps you with really being in compliance with some of the things the CFPB, promulgates, I think.
right.
So that's
That's
another
right. Thanks.
challenge I think
Thank you,
we're
Charan,
facing.
for your question.